Hello children, hope you all are fine by the grace of God. Students, I need your cooperation to smoothly undergo this online session. So keep your English books, notebooks, pens and pencils with you. Students, you know very well that there are total 5 chapters in your half-yearly examination. Out of them, we have already completed the first 3 chapters, which are also included in your first periodic test examination. Next, we shall complete the remaining 2 new chapters for your half-yearly exam. Children, this is your English book number 3. Here, you will get 2 chapters. Chapter 5, Ferdinand the Bull, and Chapter 6, The Magic of Kondapalli Toys. But you only require the 5th chapter, that is Ferdinand the Bull, in your half-yearly. So everyone, open your English book number 3, page number 2, chapter number 5, Ferdinand the Bull. This is a wonderful story written by Munro Leaf. This story displays and tells us about a bull who finds his own happiness among the various ways in which he lives peacefully. Before we start over this new chapter, students, you underline the difficult words in your books with your pencils and write down the meanings of those words from your books with your pens in your notebooks. Ferdinand the Bull is unlike any other bull. Let's read and find out more about him. Once upon a time in Spain there was a little bull, and his name was Ferdinand. All the other little bulls he lived with would run and jump and butt their heads together, but not Ferdinand. He liked to sit just quietly and smell the flowers. He had a favorite spot out in the pasture under a cork tree. It was his favorite tree, and he would sit in its shade all day and smell the flowers. Sometimes his mother would worry about him. She was afraid he would be lonesome all by himself. So students, once upon a time in Spain, there used to live a little bull whose name was Ferdinand. But you know, like all the other little bulls he used to live with, he was quite different. Because all other bulls, what did they used to do? They used to butt their heads together for playing and for growing up into bold and fearful bulls. But Ferdinand never used to do such things. He just used to sit quietly, and he loved the smell of flowers. And you know what? There was a cork tree. Cork tree is a kind of oak tree. Okay. And under the cork tree there was a fine grassland near which there were lots of beautifully smelled flowers. So Ferdinand, every time he used to sit under that cork tree at his favorite pasture, and he used to sit under the shade of the tree and smell the flowers. But like our parents also worry about us, like your moms also worry about you, same was in the case of Ferdinand. His mother was also quite worried about him. She was very much afraid that if her son doesn't mix up with all the other bulls, then he would be very lonely one day. She would say, "Why don't you run and play with the other little bulls and skip and butt your head?" But Ferdinand would shake his head. "I like it better here where I can sit just quietly and smell the flowers." His mother saw that he was not lonesome, and because she was an understanding mother, even though she was a cow, she let him just sit there and be happy. As the years went by, Ferdinand grew and grew until he was very big and strong. And you know what? His mother was a very understanding type of cow. She loved to see her son sit there under the cork tree and be happy and peaceful. So you see, as days went by, as years passed by, Ferdinand grew and grew into a very big and strong bull. All the other bulls who had grown up with him in the same pasture would fight each other all day. They would butt each other and stick each other with their horns. What they wanted most of all was to be picked to fight at the bullfights in Madrid, but not Ferdinand. He still preferred to sit just quietly under the cork tree and smell the flowers. One day, 5 men came in very funny hats to pick the biggest, fastest and roughest bull to fight in the bullfights in Madrid. All the other bulls ran around snorting and butting, leaping and jumping to show off how tough they were so that the men would think that they were very strong and fierce and pick them. So students, you see, all the other bulls who had grown up with Ferdinand at the same place in the same area, they all have grown up into fierceful, strong bulls because they all used to practice fighting, butting and sticking with each other with the help of their large, sharp horns. You know why? Because in Spain, there is a place named Madrid, and every year at Madrid, bullfights are held, and the strongest, roughest, toughest and fiercest bulls are picked up by the people who organize that bullfight for fighting. Okay? And all the other bulls, they just wanted to be picked by the people who organized the bullfights at Madrid so that they would get the chance to become famous. So, just like that, one day, 5 such men who organize bullfights in Madrid came to pick up the strongest bulls from that area. By seeing those 5 men, all the other bulls, they started showing off by jumping and leaping and butting each other with their horns, fighting so that they get selected very easily. But Ferdinand didn't care about those things. During that time also, what he was doing? He was just sitting at his favorite place under the cork tree and relaxing all by himself by smelling the beautiful flowers. Ferdinand knew that they wouldn't pick him and he didn't care. So he went out to sit under his favorite cork tree. He didn't look where he was sitting, and instead of sitting on the nice cool grass in the shade, he sat on a bumblebee. Oh my God. So when Ferdinand had seen those men approaching near the other bulls, he was pretty sure that those men will never pick him up because he was not showing them his skills. He was just standing and watching them fighting there. So what did he say to himself? He said to himself that, okay, let me not care about all those people and other bulls. Let me go at my favorite place and sit under the cool grassland and smell the flowers. But his luck was not that good on that particular day. What happened was, instead of sitting on the nice cool grass at his favorite pasture under the cork tree, he sat on a bumblebee. And you know what, students? Bumblebee is a very thick, fat, large-sized bee which, if stings to someone, that's really, really painful. More painful than the stings of simple honeybees or wasps. Well, if you were a bumblebee and a bull sat on you, what would you do? You would sting him And that is just what this bee did. Ferdinand jumped up with a snort. He ran around puffing and snorting, butting and pawing the ground as if he were crazy. The 5 men saw him and they all shouted with joy. Here was the largest and fiercest bull of all, just the one for the bullfights in Madrid. So they took him away for the bullfight day in a cart. Okay. So students, just as I have already told you that the sting of a bumblebee is very much painful. So the bumblebee was just relaxing there and accidentally Ferdinand sat over it. So the bee got hurt and it stung the bull, that is Ferdinand. Now out of pain, Ferdinand started running, jumping, puffing and snorting, making high noises and pawing the ground as if he had totally gone mad. He became crazy. So the 5 men who came to pick up some bulls, they had seen Ferdinand and they didn't know about Ferdinand's nature. They had seen that a strong, a rough and tough bull was jumping and all. So they had picked Ferdinand into a cart. Why? For the bullfight in Madrid. On the day of the big bullfight, everyone was excited to see the toughest bull. Flags were flying, bands were playing, and all the lovely ladies had flowers in their hair. What a day it was! A bull paraded into the bull ring, and you know who that was, don't you? Okay, so on that very day, that was a really big occasion. So that day was the day for bullfight in Madrid. Okay, and you know bands were being played, flags were being flown, and you know all the lovely ladies, they had flowers in their hair because they had come to enjoy the bullfight. And into the bull ring there walked the roughest, toughest, strongest and fiercest bull, who was none other than our Ferdinand. They called him Ferdinand the Fierce, and all of the banderillos were afraid of him, and the picadors were afraid of him, and the matador was scared stiff. Ferdinand ran to the middle of the ring, and everyone shouted and clapped because they thought he was going to fight fiercely and butt and snort and stick his horns around. But when he got to the middle of the ring, he saw the flowers in all the lovely ladies' hair, and he just sat down quietly and smelled. See how crazy he actually was. So Ferdinand's name was being called, and his structure was very rough and tough. He looked a very fearsome bull. So everybody present there was afraid, even the matador. Matador means the person who has the charge to handle the bulls during the bullfight. He also was very scared. So everyone was standing stiff to see the wonderful performance of the strongest bull, that is Ferdinand. But you know, just as Ferdinand, he went into the middle of the ring and he had seen the lovely ladies sitting there with beautiful, lovely, smelly flowers in their hairs. He just sat down there quietly and started smelling the flowers. He is really a very funny and crazy bull. He wouldn't fight and be fierce, no matter what they did. He just sat and smelled. The banderilleros were mad and the picadors were madder. And the matador was so mad he cried because he couldn't show off with his cape and sword. So they had to take Ferdinand home. And for all I know, he is sitting there still under his favorite cork tree smelling the flowers just quite happily. He is very happy. So students, you see, what did he do? The banderilleros, the picadors, everyone. They were pointing. Even they started hitting Ferdinand so that he would get up and show his wonderful performance by fighting. No, who would listen? He had a damn care attitude. Okay. And you know what? In spite of so much hustle and bustle, no one was able to move Ferdinand from there. Why? Because Ferdinand thought that it was nothing but his favorite grassland pasture where there were lovely flowers whom he used to smell nicely. Okay, so the matador, he was so mad that out of anger he started crying because he also couldn't show his capability to tackle a tough bull, isn't it? So that whole day was a total waste. They had no other option. Rather, what to do? Then they took him home, and after reaching home, what did he do? Yes, he just did the same thing which he used to do every time. That is, he went at his favorite pasture under the cork tree, sat there, and he was relaxing by smelling the beautiful flowers. And you know what? He was really very, very happy. So students, this story teaches us that contentment is the key to happiness. You know what? See, all other bulls, they just used to show off themselves so that they wanted themselves to be picked up for selection of the bullfights, isn't it? But Ferdinand didn't care about those things. He just used to find his happiness there under the cork tree by smelling the flowers and relaxing there. So when he was picked up by those 5 men for the bullfights, he was very sad. But when he was again sent back home, he became very, very happy because he knew that his happiness was under the cork tree at that peaceful atmosphere, but not at a husty place where lots of hustle and bustle are there, lots of noise are there, where the place was crowded with lots of people. Why? For bullfight. He was very true to himself, and he used to find peace and happiness only there at his favorite pasture under the cork tree by relaxing and smelling the flowers. So, children, I hope you all have understood this wonderful story, isn't it? So, you should also be true to yourself, just like Ferdinand. Okay? So, students, I hope you all are following all the rules and regulations to tackle this pandemic situation. And I am requesting you to go through the chapter nicely and thoroughly and prepare yourselves. Okay? So students, this much for today. Thank you.